Bitcoin right now is setting up for an extreme move in this channel right here. Now, after Monday's insane wick to the upside upon the release of the fake news that the Bitcoin ETF had been approved, we have been trading within this ascending channel now for the past 2 days. And a huge shout out to everybody who took the juicy short trade that we have been waiting for in the Casper crew literally for months. And a huge shout out to White Phoenix, one of the instructors in the Casper crew, who gave this local short setup in his VIP live stream last night.
Still talking about this big old short up here. I think that's going to work.
And the real question right now is, are we going to see something extremely bearish play out? We've been watching for the potential of this head and shoulders pattern to form here on the very high time frames now for months. And if we actually just take a trend line from the head to the neckline and extrapolate where this could take us, this could literally take us back down to the bottom of this macro Bitcoin range that we have been trading right now since the middle of 2022. It literally depends on what happens in this green box between $28,000 and around $29,005. Why is this such an important level? Firstly, it is the value area high of this very large range, which basically means if the price is now going to reject here once again, after printing a very bearish divergence at this critical high, it becomes much more probable that we will make our way back down to first the high volume node of the range around 20K, and then the low of that range around $18,400. Secondly, when we zoom in a little bit to the past few months, we can see that the bottom of our white box is actually the high volume node of this more local range. And we know that if we're going to lose this high volume node, that opens up the door for a big drop to the downside to around $25,600. And so as long as we are holding this high volume node of around $28,000, that means we are still not bearish yet. But as long as we are underneath the value area high, well, in my opinion, that means more downside is possible. So right now we need to really be watching the current range we are trading, because depending on what we see here, will set us up for the next big move on Bitcoin. On the 15-minute time frame, there are two major areas that I am aware of. We are trading in somewhat of an ascending channel right here, where we're making higher highs and higher lows in a pretty clearly defined channel. Now, what does this mean? This means that underneath all of these lows here, there is liquidity in the market. People have been trailing their stop losses underneath these lows, looking for higher highs. We also see that just below the trend line, we have a very important support resistance flip, that $28,000 level, that high volume node, the one we were talking about just before, saying this is a key support that we need to hold. Now, when you see a channel like this, it becomes very easy for there to be a stop hunt where we basically go for all the stop losses that we've been building up underneath these lows. Now, if that happens and we come right into this key zone support, the $28,000 level, the high volume node, well, we can actually be looking for a little bit of a bounce here, especially if we see bullish divergences on some of these lower term time frames. So if we take a look at our indicator market Cipher B, what we would want to see here as price comes down is we would want to see the momentum waves actually getting higher as the price comes lower into this key zone of support to potentially look for a long trade. This pattern on market Cipher B is known as the uneven butt cheek pattern, where you have a very big, fat, thick, juicy left butt cheek followed by a skinny right butt cheek as the price comes down to key support. This could make for a nice juicy long trade. And by the way, if you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, I highly recommend you check out my go-to exchange, MEXC. 0% limit order fees, 0.01% take order fees. Amazing, especially for scalping on lower term timeframes. You can mark it in and mark it out basically without even having to worry about those fees cutting into your profit. Link in the pinned comment and description if you are interested. Now, this is the most important thing. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. But we also need to be watching out for whale manipulation looking to push the price down much lower. If we happen to hold these supports and get a break out of the channel, we are coming right into the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 zone. This is the 29.5 area, the major area of resistance, the value area high we were talking about at the beginning of this video. If we break to the upside and we come to the Golden Pocket 786 area, what we want to really be looking for on an order flow chart, this is coinalyze.net, is we want to see the open interest increase, telling us traders are opening up new positions. We want to see the CVD, the cumulative volume delta, getting higher over time, telling us that more and more longs are opening up. If we see that there are more longs opening up in this purple box, then we saw opening up at this high. That is a bearish CVD divergence, talking about absorption, where we have whales actually feasting on the market orders that retail traders are elonging, and the whales are filling up big short orders in this area, looking to then push the price to the downside. This is where we could actually look for a short trade in if we see bearish divergence at this golden pocket 786 area. In my opinion, this is a massive bearish retest of a very important area of resistance, and we can expect Bitcoin to break to the downside and come much, much lower. If you want to learn more about this, check out the courses that we have at jasoncaspertrading.com. We have comprehensive trading courses right here. Our newest course, White Phoenix's Smart Money Approach to Trading, is absolutely the most comprehensive course I have seen on trading. Goes over all of this stuff. And also, guys, if you want to join the community where we do multiple live streams every single day, we give our levels, our setups, you can click the link to join the VIP Discord. This is where we do streams like this one, where White Phoenix gave the short trade yesterday. This is where we gave the juicy swing short from the exact top. Links in the pinned comment and description if you're interested. All right, y'all, that is it for the Bitcoin price action. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and may God bless every single person watching and listening. In the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah, even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are extremely blessed. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!